So the welds on a TPO roof are key in order to make sure that it's waterproof. So in this video, we're gonna talk about how to weld a TPO roof using a robotic heat welder. The first step is to make sure that your settings are correct. On this machine, I have it set to about 950 degrees. So that's, for today's temperature, with the speed setting I have on it, gonna be about correct. The next thing that we do is we weld an air dam. So as you can see right there, I've already welded this. So that's just me taking the welder into the back and hand welding this solid area right here. So that's going to allow that when the robot welds, it's not going to create any bubbles back, and that's also going to be a second weld of protection in the back. So as always, whenever welding, we need to make sure that this surface is clean. So first, if it's dirty, we can take a detergent and we can go ahead and dust it off. And then if we just need to prime it for welding, we can use a xylene or a seam cleaner, and that's just going to go ahead and make sure that we get a really nice weld. It's important not to overdo it on the xylene, and it's also important to let it flash off. So once I go ahead and clean this and apply this, I'm gonna have to give it a little bit before I actually run my machine. So the next step is we're always before welding the main seams on a roof, we wanna go ahead and run a test weld out. So all I've got here is I've got a strip of TPO material here and ready, and I've got this welder set to the settings that I plan to use here. And we're just gonna run this weld out in order to test it and make sure we're getting a good weld before we go ahead and use it on the roof. I'm just gonna go here, pull the trigger, and then she's just gonna start going. We're gonna let her do her thing, and then we're gonna test that piece of material off once it cools down. So now we're gonna check this test weld out and see how we did. All right, so perfect. So that's exactly what we wanna see. We wanna see the scrim of this material come off and fail before the weld itself fails. So that weld's still good. It pulled the scrim off of this material. So as long as the result is something like that, we're good to start welding. So now that we've done a test weld and verified that the test weld is good, the machine is set to the right heat setting. We've cleaned our weld underneath, and we have our air dam in place. So this is our air dam. So that's providing a second layer of weld, and then that's also gonna stop us from having any bubbles when we run this machine. So we have our guide wheel set right there, and then we have our front wheel set in place. So at that point, the machine is very simple. There's just a trigger that we hold down and we're able to get it in place. As soon as we do that, it's gonna start moving back. So we're gonna go ahead and set it. And then my job is just to keep it steady and straight. I don't need to do much else. I just need to make sure it's steady and straight, and that there is even weight along this back guide wheel. Which there is weights right here, which take care of it. So now that we have ran that seam with the robot, we're gonna give it some time to cool down before we finally test it with a probe. Always, we probe our welds. But the keys with that machine is always doing a test weld, making sure that the heat setting is set correctly, and then just giving it even pressure as we walk along the line and keeping it steady. But that machine is how we weld all of our seams to ensure that we have waterproof welds.